I wouldn't just go back to work and just act like normal. I'm pretty sure everyone is threatened by him. It has to be. It has to be him. And he must have, I mean, you never know. And then him and Tommaso, two great.
Let's be real, folks. He's smart. He has the education. He's smart. Whoever did this crime, is smart because they've gotten away with it 70 days in a society where the numbers are against the person.
Yes, and they're smart. They're like, you know what? They can try to pin it on us. We've all been to the house. How can they pin it on us? You know, like I feel like whatever was done, it was done somewhere else. Whatever was in that backpack had her blood on it. And they just said, let's stage it.
Where's the Arizona State Police?
Here.
Do they even have a state police in Arizona? Like, where's the state troopers? Like, the state troopers, you know? Like, you got the FBI, you got Pima County Sheriff's Department. Where are, like, the, or State Bureau of Investigation? The ABI.
That's fine.
What it do, guys? It's your boy, the Juice. We're right here at Best Buy. Look, I'm a little late. I wanted to go to Nancy's house today. I don't know if I'm gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna go to Nancy's. I just hope I get there before the sun goes down. So we'll see. I'm trying to hurry right now. The reason why I started the live here at Best Buy is because I need y'all help right now. I'm finally gonna get a power bank for my phone charger so I can stay at Nancy's and stay out there longer. So give me some suggestions, guys. What's a good power bank to get? What's a good power bank? You know, I want a power bank that's gonna keep my phone charged. I'm not JLR. I don't have a lot of money, so I can't just, you know, I really want to get a power bank that's like $279. It's a really big power bank though, you know, the ones that you kind of carry. I want one like that. So, but unfortunately we have a budget today for probably like $50 or something like that. So we're not gonna go too crazy here in Best Buy. We're just gonna get a power bank that's sufficient enough to keep my phone charged for me to stay out hours and hours at Nancy's. We'll stay for a couple hours today, but tomorrow it's the weekend. I'm off, so we'll definitely spend a lot more time at Nancy's. I don't know if we'll start in the morning. We'll probably start in the afternoon tomorrow, and then just flow into the evening and then talk about, you know, the case. But let's hurry up. We don't want to waste no time here. I'll keep an eye on the chat so we can see if y'all got any ideas on a power bank. Big welcomes, guys. Hope everybody's having a good day, though. I was listening to JLR in the car right now. He was taking some phone calls. Yeah, man, a lot of people talking about that ransom. So we're going to talk about that ransom today. And, you know, I want to know whether or not it was real or fake. Was it real or fake? Was it real or fake? Anyway, let's see what we got. How you doing? Well, we're not finding your power banks at all.
Power banks?
Yeah. Need like a decent phone.
Like the little portable batteries.
Yeah,
right?
like a you know, like a portable charger for the phone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's a stand one. The other one.
Yeah, we need a nice, good one. He's looking for a decent power bank right now. Oh, okay.
So start from right here.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you know which one you were looking for?
I just want a good one. I don't want one that's not going to keep my phone charged, that's for sure. So I don't know. My budget's, I was coming in to spend about $50. I mean, I'll go 70, 80 if I have to, but
70, we'll get you with this one right
that
here.
looks like a good block right there.
Oh, it is. I have one on me right now.
Oh, yeah? And it's an Anchor. I was looking at that one online. Where's the one that you carry? Do you guys have that one that you carry, or they don't carry that one? It's like a bigger one. Look at this one, chat.
We don't have anything to clip on, unfortunately.
Okay.
We do have these guys that are more portable, but
So you recommend this guy? Does it come charged? Like,
yes, sir, fully charged.
wow.
If you need a cable for it, we have the USB-C braided here. They're on sale.
And-
They're only $8.
What is it again?
The-
Oh,
the-
a cord?
the
No,
cables.
I got one, I think.
All right, for sure.
I just need your basic C. It'll hook up to that,
Yep,
right?
C to C.
Why is this one 130?
It's probably the wrong place for me.
Oh. Because this one is how much?
That one's 70, but it's on sale right now. Quite a bit off.
So it's 70, but it's on sale?
Yes, sir. 70 is the sale price.
Oh, that's the sale price. Okay,
Yes,
I was like, what? Is it cheaper than that? It got better? Okay. I think I'm already going to have to go with this one then.
I like mine. This thing hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. We're getting ready to go to Nancy Guthrie's house. I've been covering the case, so I want to be able to spend enough time there. Usually my phone will last like 2.5 hours. I want it to
That'll
at least
keep it
last
going.
like 4 or 5.
That
yeah.
should keep it going for a while.
I know it's tougher on the phone because while you're videoing, it's much tougher to keep it up.
For sure.
The battery juice. Okay, I think I'm gonna
And
grab
then you
this
can
guy.
try it, and then if it doesn't give you as much like juice as you need, you have 14 days to bring it back to any Best Buy. We'll refund you.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll try
If
this
you want to
one.
give that guy a try, I'll go ahead and ring it out for it if you're ready.
Do you guys have My Charge brand one?
My charge? I
Yeah.
believe we do. Let me double check with my guys. Just double check because I don't want you to have to wait or spend a lot of time looking.
Yeah.
I've seen them all.
It's not too many choices. I thought they would have a whole lot more choices here. Look at this guy.
It's kind of on and off.
I don't want that though, because that's not gonna be durable. You know, that comes with a cord, the string you pull. No, we don't want that.
Let me get one of my guys just to
If
make
not,
sure.
okay, if not, I don't want to get too picky. I'll probably end up going with this one. Just trying to keep an eye on the chat because they got some suggestions here. I've seen that in the chat right now. This one looks perfect, doesn't it, Carolina? It does, for sure. Big welcomes, those of y'all plugging in though. What's up, Breezy? What up, Sheila? Chris, what up? Mark got one. Yeah, I want one of them ones that look like a generator, but I'll get that another day. He said it came charged, so we'll be able to just jump right out there and chill. So, yeah, I was just curious if you guys had I believe it's called the My Charge.
Yeah, I just haven't seen them in.
I have.
You guys don't have them
checking
here?
the stock for you, so
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Are you looking for something specific though, like, in case you don't have the My Charge?
Really, I want the one that looks like a damn generator, damn near. But no, I mean, I just want something sufficient. Make sure it's, he recommended the one I'm holding right now, so I might go with that one.
That would be the closest thing that we have to like the My Charge.
How much is this guy?
I believe that's 89. If I'm not mistaken.
Is this like the better brand of this version or something? Or
Oh, Anchor, yeah.
Anchor is?
Can I take a look at both? For the
Looks
most
like
part,
a-
I would
not
recommend
bad.
Anchor
Mine's
more than
even
anything.
Yeah, you have the actual. Yeah, that's the one you want there. I don't want no generics. I want the
Actually,
real.
they're very, very, very similar actually.
Yeah.
There's almost no difference other than the output. It says 100 watts. It says 130 watts. So it would depend more on what you're trying to use it for as well.
Thank you.
Well, because I'm going to be live. I'm literally live right now on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'm going to be live, and I need to keep the phone boosted. He said they'd both be sufficient either
So,
way. But
exactly, based on what you're seeing, both of them are 20,000 milliamp hours. So
Yeah.
they're all gonna extend the battery life just as much.
Just as much as each other. Okay.
This one has that one has 3 ports. This one has 3 ports.
Yeah.
Both I would recommend. If you're trying to charge a laptop, I would recommend this one a little bit more.
So this one's 70, and then this one is 89.99.
I think so. Yes, I was checking earlier, and that's what I saw the price at.
Where is it? It's not even over here anywhere. Huh?
No, it's a new product.
You-
But that one,
oh, they haven't put it out yet.
but that one's more because that one's on sale.
Yeah.
Which one's more?
Usually,
This one's more.
No,
this is usually $89. It's on sale for $20.
But this one puts out more watts though, doesn't it?
This one puts out more.
That one puts out more watts. Oh shit.
130 watts.
Damn, I just don't want no. All right, we'll go with that one down there. Damn, but I like the Anchor though. I don't know why I like the look on the. But this one seems a little bigger though. Here, I'll trade you. I'll trade you. You good? I'll take this one. Yeah, I guess we'll get this one. What do y'all think, chat? The regular price. This one's cheaper, but if it's not, when it's not on sale, it's more than the actual other one. Said it'll keep me charged all day. We could always return it if it doesn't work out for us. I guess we'll go with this guy because this is kind of temporary for me. I really want the big guy. I don't want the little guy. And I really don't want to waste too much time in here anyways. So we'll go with this guy. The cheaper the better. This is it here? I really want the Anchor though. I just don't really want to spend $100 right now because I don't have a lot of money like that. So yeah, I seen Institution. He's got one. His is super big. He's got the big boy. That one was a good one. I don't know. We got to get to Nancy's though. The return policy is I would have 14 days. I'm just happy we getting a portable charger so we ain't got to worry about charging up. And we can spend more time at Nancy's. I won't have to panic and call for a ride. I could keep my other phone charged. Woohoo, I'm excited. Let's do it. We'll try it out. I don't really want this one. I'm not going to lie. I would rather the Anchor for sure. Hey, how you doing?
Well, how about you?
I'm all right.
Just purchasing?
Yeah, just purchasing.
You want to use the number?
I don't think I have a phone number with you guys at all.
You can try it, you can skip it as well.
We'll skip it, yeah. Well, unless I get a discount or something. Will it be
Sadly,
better return-wise if I put my number down? Would it
Yeah,
be
it's
easier?
much easier.
Let's do it then, yeah.
What would it be?
My phone number first or 520 738. I was planning on spending like $50 on this, but I need a good power bank, man.
Yeah, it's worth the investment.
Yeah.
And then last question is a good address.
It's gonna be damn, I'm on here showing my address and number and everything. It's all right. You guys can all come over.
You want the protection plan at all for it?
No, I think I'll know within the 14-day time frame.
So 76 is what you're saving 20.
76? What? I thought we was going cheap. I mean, I thought it was gonna be about 100 and something.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now I'm really happy. Well, my number, I did, but I still got my address and stuff on there because I showed the screen. So they'll be all at the house tonight.
Are you live streaming or something?
Yeah, we're live right now.
So I would have given you a warning if I did.
Nah, it's all good. I ain't worried about it. The killer's gonna come get me tonight. The perp's gonna be at my door. Been covering the Nancy Guthrie case lately, so the perp is about to be at my door. No. It's all right. There's several other good people in the chat that have my phone number,
Yeah, good.
and you know, yeah, they got my back.
Did you want the, oh yeah, you set up for email. Otherwise you're all good.
Perfect, man. Thank you.
Of course, no worries.
All right, we're good, y'all. Party at Juice House. Let's do it. We're gonna party tonight. Thanks. You too, man. Thanks a lot, by the way. Yeah. All right, we're going to Nancy's right now. I really don't give a shit if anybody got my address and my phone number. Give me a call. I don't give a damn. I really don't have anything to hide, so I could care less. My little man over there and my girlfriend. I can't wait to crack this bad boy open, baby. Let's do it. Finally, man. I've been like 2 weeks without a power bank. I mean, thanks to you guys and all you guys' support, you know, I was able to actually come through and get this too. I know some people were trying to buy me a power bank the other day in the chat, but I wasn't able to get back to. I didn't see anybody saying anything about it, so you know. Now I'm broke as a joke. Back to being broke again. It's all right. That's my life, and I'm still happy. And I'm cracking this bad boy open right now too. Excuse my little man back there. He's over there yelling and screaming. He doesn't want to get in his car seat right now. I like the way this thing opens. Do you want to go to Nancy's or not? Do you want to go to Nancy's or not? Okay then. You don't want to go to Nancy's? You don't want to go to Nancy's? We're going to go to Nancy's. Grandma Nancy's. What?
TJ, stop.
You want to go to Nancy's house? Come on, let's go to Nancy's house.
You want this?
Tape off of this thing.
Oh, wait, actually. Nothing's hot.
We finally got a power bank. We got to make it to Nancy's before the sun goes down completely. Doesn't matter. Even if it's dark, we're going to stay there at least 2 hours. Doesn't even matter. Can't wait to see what this looks like, though. Ooh, it's a fat boy. It's a fat boy. So excited I'm not even opening it. So I'll rip this thing off. I don't think I'm going to be taking it back. I really don't, so. Oh yeah, this is nice. Finally got a power bank. It's nice. $22%? He told me it was fully charged. Wow. False advertisement. 22%? No, it's not enough.
Isn't your phone charged?
Oh, God.
It should be enough till last year.
It never fails, chat. It never fails. We're on our way to Nancy's right now. The thing is on 22%. How the hell am I going to... Bro. Hold on. 1 second. What a tragedy. How do we charge this thing? Where's the charger at?
There's probably not enough watts in the car.
There better be enough watts in here.
What?
I don't even know if it's charging. I don't know which one is the charger. I have no idea. Did it come with the charger? Hold on, Dad. There's not a cord or anything. I would only assume it's just the back part, C. The C part of it. Let's see. We'll see if it gets any juice. I don't really have time to sit here and look at instructions and all that. But 2 hours I'll last 2 hours at least. That's the goal anyways today. Let me see. Yeah. I'm currently on 52% on my phone right now. So yeah, I know I'll last 2 hours for sure with this power bank. Even if it's on 22%, it'll juice up my phone enough, I think. Somebody said that's good enough. Bree said that's good enough. We'll see. I don't know how good. Well, I don't know how good this power bank is though. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out if it's even charging. Maybe we'll be able to get it up to like 30% by the time I get to Nancy's. Find out. So we've gotten five, according to Ashley Banfield, we've gotten 5 ransom notes. And I think that was through, well, TMZ, 5 in total through TMZ. But I mean, in total period, I believe it's been 5 ransom notes. So the biggest question today is whether or not, oh, it's already up to 23%. Whether or not they were legitimate or not, you know. A lot of people think the first 2 were legitimate. I don't think anybody can see that, but yeah, it's already on 23%. So this thing actually probably charges fast too, so that's a good thing. Man, I'm already liking this already. I haven't had a power bank in so long. The last power bank I had was one of those ones that could jump a car. I just wish it had more ports. The only reason why I like more ports is because when one goes out, I still have other ones to use. You know, once the one goes out in this, it's done. So we'll see, because it has one USB and then it also has, you know, the one C connection to charge. So I'm just gonna let that charge for now. Put this box away and stop looking at this thing. But anyway, yeah, we've had up to 5 ransom notes so far, and I think that's about right. And like I said, the biggest question is whether or not they were legitimate or not. What do y'all think? Were they real or were they not real? I think that they were fake. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. To be honest, I don't think that any of the ransom notes were legitimate. I don't think at all that they were real. 100%, I agree. Wow, look at the mountains from here. This is what you gotta love about Arizona. Get y'all that view. This is what I can, so y'all can see kind of how I see. Let's just stay zoomed in. That's pretty much my view, and it's shaky, but it's all right. And it might not be as clear because we're moving, but I'll try to hold it a little bit. Wow. So a lot of the times when we're looking from here and we're going toward the mountains, we usually say that that's pretty much the foothills. That's pretty much what you're looking at in the hills, is the foothills. And the foothills is big. It's big. It pretty much covers all of the north side from, I want to say, at least Kolb to Oracle. Because once you go to Oracle and you start going north, you start going into Oro Valley. Bro, you're in the way of the mountain, bro. This car needs to get out the way. Sue, welcome back. It's kind of hard to read chat while I'm driving. I'm gonna try not to read chat too much until we get stationed at Nancy's. But anyway, yeah, I think the ransom was fake. You know, I don't think it was legitimate at all. I think that it was a scammer trying to scam. Not only that, in one of the ransoms, he said that, I believe he said he saw them near the border. And then I think at one other time he said he saw them in New Mexico. Why would you? You're basically giving away where you live. If you saw them in New Mexico, what do you? So you just so happen to be in New Mexico and you saw Nancy in the perp in Mexico, in New Mexico? Come on now.
He's from Sonora.
Or whatever. If he saw them in Sonora, he saw them, you know, near the border. So you live near the border. You just so happen to be near the border. You like
Yeah,
that
'cause he
doesn't
said
make
he-
any sense. That's
and
dumb.
it doesn't help because he says he lives out of the country.
Yeah, it just, if you really think about it, the person that's doing it is just trying to make it sound like he knows something. And you could tell it was well thought. Like he sat down and he was like, how can I make this believable? Like, how can I really make them like buy into this? Not only that, originally Harvey, when he first put out the first couple of ransom notes that he did, he said that the person that did the ransom had great grammar. Y'all remember that? I don't know if y'all remember that, but he said that the person had good grammar. And there were other people as well who said that he had good grammar. Now, today, I've learned that the person forgot to put certain, I don't know, the way there was certain words. He forgot to put the apostrophe, but I don't know on what specific word. But there were a couple things that they were talking about based on how he wrote the ransom note. And I don't know if that would make it so that he didn't have good grammar, but obviously if somebody has good grammar, I would only think that they would write well. Meaning they'd put in all the necessary things like apostrophes and commas, whatever. Just, you know, it would just be, it would look like they knew what they were doing, or it looked like they had some type of knowledge when it came to writing. But it seems like now, like, you know, after, you know, and he didn't even, I don't even recall Harvey ever releasing the actual note that was written to him to the public. I think he released it to, you know, the FBI only. So I don't even know how Ashley Banfield was able to get, you know, the actual note. But she sat down and talked to Harvey. She interviewed Harvey just a couple days ago. So I mean, maybe he actually just let her see it for herself. I would only assume, since she knows, you know, how the wording was exactly. But if you think about everything, it was fake. It wasn't, it's not real. It's just not real. And I should have turned left, but it's all right. We don't have time for this. Yeah, let's just turn right here and then turn around.
I told you it's hot.
We gotta get to Nancy's. The sun is going down. We're actually probably gonna be able to get the sunset today. We're on 25% for the power bank. Yeah. What are you doing, bro? Oh my God. Well, that's not the turning lane.
That is.
No, that's the turning lane for here. It's not a double turning lane right there. Yeah, for here though. Yeah, we're like, how far are we away from Nancy's right now? We're pretty far. We're not that far, actually. Probably a good 15 minutes because of traffic, but we're really 10 minutes away from Nancy's. We're on River and Craycroft right now. So, and that sun is beaming. I know, I get it and everything. We got to go back to work at some point in time when things happen in life, but I don't know if it sits with me that well, the fact that Savannah went back to work. You know, I don't know what that says about how she feels about the investigation at this point. But you know, maybe she just for her own mental, she went back to work. But I just feel like there's more that can be done. Not as far as like cracking the case, but well, yeah, maybe even that it may help, you know. But like Coffin Dapper said, they should be able to put up billboards, and I think with the help from Savannah, that could definitely be possible. Hell, Savannah is so high up there; she has all the sources that we don't to get things done that would be way more difficult for people like us out here, you know, covering this case. I think she could definitely just put the word on her platform and get billboards put up. To me, it's that simple. Maybe I'm overthinking it, and maybe it's not as simple as what I think, but I think that she could easily just put the word out there on her own platform, just on Instagram, because the world is following Savannah right now. So I don't see why she wouldn't be able to just put the message out there that we need billboards, and it would be done. I think it would be just a matter of time before we start seeing billboards put up everywhere. And who knows what that would do, you know? I think it would help. I think that was a good idea that Coffin Dapper had, so I don't know. I almost wonder, and they were talking about it on JLR's stream right now, if Annie knows anything. Perhaps if Tommaso and Nanos were involved in this thing, whether or not Annie would, you know, would be down with the get down. You know, she would know anything, or she just doesn't know anything at all. If it is, you know, that if it just so happens that Tommaso has something to do with it along with Nanos. But who knows? Who knows? But I think that's a really big possibility that Tommaso and Annie could still have something to do with it. Or Cameron, even Cameron. Someone mentioned on JLR's stream just a second ago too about, or JLR mentioned it, I think, about him maybe having PTSD from, going to war. You know, a lot of people that are in the army or military, they do have a lot of mental issues after, you know, going to war and whatnot. Let me put in, I really don't need to. Nah, I don't need to put in her address. I know how to get to Nancy's house. Come on now. Been here all my life. How could I not know? Yeah, I think we're a good like 7-8 minutes away or so from Nancy's. Lindsay doesn't think, you don't think family is involved? Yeah, it's a big possibility that Nanos could have gotten paid, yeah. I mean, if his history says that he's gotten paid to do some stuff, it would be highly likely in this particular situation, that's for sure. Some on JLR, they're thinking Cameron, before he even knew anything, he told Savannah on the phone, yeah, that it looked like a kidnapping. Yeah, that was odd, the way he thought, like so quickly, that it was because of her. But I don't know, knowing me and how negative I am, I could probably be, well, how negative I can be, I think that I could have thought the same thing right away. the sun is going down. So a lot of people think because Cameron right away off the bat assumed that it was a kidnapping, he could very much so be involved. Ooh, somebody even said, Barbara says, I feel Savannah went back, so she's not involved or she doesn't get charged. But what would she get charged for, though? If she wasn't present at all during the kidnapping or, you know, during the days that Nancy went missing, what would make her involved, you know? I don't know. I don't think Savannah's involved at all. And if she is, it would be more like an accessory thing. It wouldn't be like she was here when it all happened. Let's get behind this sheriff. I know all about being able to trust your siblings. I have 4. Hard to read the chat. And once my parents were, let me not read the chat too much, huh? Because I might hit the sheriff. It's all right. The sheriff probably deserves it at this point. And once my parents were gone, they all lost their minds. Maybe I read that wrong. Big welcomes, Ransom, by the way. Welcome back. Ransom said she wants to get away from Annie and Tommaso. She suspects them and Cameron. Ooh. Possible. Yeah, I wonder what Savannah really thinks. Because I feel like when you're dealing with grief and you got a lot going on, your mind is everywhere. There's no way in hell she just only thinks that, you know, her family doesn't have nothing to do with it. I think anyone's gonna have their guard up when something goes on and they don't know exactly what's going on at all. Like, you know, this whole thing has been confusing. So there's no way Savannah, it hasn't crossed her mind that, you know, her siblings could possibly be involved. Someone mentioned Cameron's the oldest, like he might want that house, you know, and just because he's in the army or, you know, wherever he served at, it doesn't mean that he's doing good. Doesn't mean he's doing good financially. Phone already overheated. That sheriff was in front of me right now. He's dipping. I wonder if he's going to Nancy's right now.
Gotcha.
Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't even know if I passed the street. What? It's here, I think. He didn't even turn. Sorry guys, the phone overheated, by the way. It's always doing that. It's just my luck. I need it. I think that's my second, my next investment that I have is a fan for the phone. Not that that's gonna even help though. But I noticed when what's his name, Institution, he had a fan when he pulled up the other day. Clear too, so. I'll read chat in a minute. I'm trying to get here. Oh wait, yeah, some extra duh. Yeah, he don't like the hills though. Sometimes he does. So I'll be at Annie's. I'll be at not Annie's. So Nancy's by myself today. Oh, don't pull out.
Criminal Network was out home.
I don't know. Criminal Network hasn't been live today, so. Was he? Oh, he was chilling. He was at home. He was live earlier.
Not too long ago.
Damn. Sorry, we got a charger. Nah, it's alright. I've got everything this time. Alright, we made it. We have arrived. I gotta get my tripod set up. Hold on, chat. I'll let you know. I'm gonna head back this way. Oh, there he is. Yeah, the sheriff was behind me. All right, he's probably gonna ask me something. The sheriff's pulling up on me, guys. Just got here right now, just a second ago. He's stopping right now too. Oh God. Yeah. We're not parking here. We're not parking here. She's leaving. Let me talk to the guy. I'm just here to cover the case. I'm not. She's not parking here though. I'm getting out and she's taking off.
Zero tolerance, so that car needs to go like right now.
Yeah.
Get the trunk closed and get it moved.
Okay. I can't. I'm just coming over to let you know. That's all. He's demanding that I get the trunk closed and so she could hurry up and move. I was just letting him know that we weren't parking here, and he told me to get the trunk closed and hurry up and move. We have a no tolerance policy. Go ahead, babe. Just go ahead and get out of here. Jesus Christ, what a douche. What a dick. That's the least he could be is nice since we're already embarrassed and they've been an embarrassment to Tucson. What a dick. What a dick. I'm sorry, y'all, but he's a dick. Fucking dickhead. Excuse my language, but that pissed me off. He got on his intercom too, and he's like, something. I don't even know what he said. I don't even know what he said. Yeah, now he's gonna go up the hill. Don't worry, we're gonna plug up the tripod and walk around and exercise our. So I guess now he's gonna probably go over there and follow my girlfriend out. Trying to get my tripod set up quickly, guys. Hold on. It's telling me to rotate back this way and that way. Trying to get everything set up. So I guess he's stopping down there. I guess he didn't follow behind her. He's just stopping down the road. What a freaking dick. I didn't even have my luckily I didn't even have my tripod set up. I would have had the camera all in that dude's face. I should have asked him for his badge number. Just joking. It wasn't that serious. Trying to get my tripod set up, guys. Hold on. Trying to get my charger set up. My brand new portable charger. Let me guess now. He's gonna try to kick me out of here too. He's just sitting down there. Matter of fact, we'll just make sure we put the camera on this guy. I don't even trust that cop at this point. was weird. And the crazy part about it is we weren't even parking. I don't feel like a car is parked until the vehicle is off. All right, we'll see how this portable charger does. We'll see what it does for us. He's trying to arrest you? Oh, well, he can go ahead. He can try. There's somebody coming out to the car. No, okay, I thought it was somebody coming out to the car. No, they're just walking by. He is down there at your best friend's house, the one that flipped you off. Yeah, that's exactly where he's at pretty much. Now, he's a little bit past that house. So you see that very last mailbox to the left, right where that dog and the people are passing by, literally right now as we speak, that's where they live, directly across the street from that mailbox. That's actually their mailbox. I was saying yesterday, I've never seen a mailbox across the street from the actual house, which is quite weird. Looks like he's leaving now. What a weirdo. I was behind the sheriff the whole time. I called it, guys. I called it. I said he's probably going to Nancy's earlier, just a second ago when we were driving here. He went around he went all the way around though. He didn't come in the way I came in. And that just goes to show right there how many ways the perp could have came into this neighborhood to get to this house. There, I was looking at the map. We'll look at it tonight on stream because I meant to go live yesterday, but I just got too tired. But tonight, we'll look at it tonight. So just to get an idea, so everybody can get an idea how many, and you can look at it on the map right now, how many ways you can get in and out of here. There's so many different ways that you can come in through this neighborhood. It's insane. I counted at least 5, and I didn't even get to count them all. So I thought that was interesting. How y'all doing? You can clearly tell that I just got off of work too, and I, obviously came to do another job. Got on my scrubs today. What about Sue Ellen stopping there harassing the streamers? That should be not allowed. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. I'll keep this moment in time. I'll keep this moment in mind so that way, if that happens, I'll make sure that Sue Ellen is aware that she's technically parking because she pulled up on me to have a few words with me. And I'll relay that to the sheriff if they ask one of these days. That's crazy, bro. Crazy work. Let's get a fit check real quick. I got my my scrubs on right now. Again, guys. Tomorrow we won't have scrubs on. No work tomorrow. Yeah. Big welcomes though, guys. Big welcomes. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. I don't know if you guys can see my whole body because I'm so tall, but it's just me. It's just me. Speaking to me, all Nancy has is you and me. That's all she has right now. I mean, I don't feel like the FBI is doing their work right now. I don't feel like they're doing anything right now. Really, I feel like nothing's happening. Besides the genealogy, I don't feel like anything's happening right now. But this is all she has right now, is us. That's all Nancy has right now, is us, literally. This whole thing has been mind-blowing, guys. It's been overwhelming, There goes the sheriff. He just passed by right now. Literally. He's circling the block. Oh, he's turning around. We're gonna keep our camera on the sheriff. He's coming back. So obviously he has nothing else better to do right now except for circle around in the neighborhood. He's got no calls. He's doing nothing at all right now. So we'll keep our camera on this guy. I think he's gonna pull back up and have some words with me at some point. Maybe. Okay, he turned. We're good. I like police contact. They're not scaring me away. And initially, when he first came, I thought that was the right thing to do, was make contact with him to let him know what was going on. So what if I took a lift and I'm getting my stuff out of the lift? You're going to tell the lift driver he can't park here? Pretty much he was saying, just don't even talk to me. Don't bother me at all. Just hurry up and get out of the car and do whatever you're going to do. Yeah, that my whole intent was to approach him and let him know what was going on, so that way he wasn't sitting here like, what are they doing? I hope they're not parking. So he was aware that I was aware that we can't park here. That's the only reason why I was, getting out. And I don't even understand why these guys feel like giving me a ticket is gonna, it's not really, what is that gonna do? That's not gonna do anything. All I'm gonna have is I don't wanna have a fine, don't get me wrong. I don't have the money to pay for a ticket right now. But, there he goes again. I don't have the money, and I'm just gonna keep recording this guy because he's being weird right now. But I don't know what the next step would be if you were to give me a ticket. Normally when you get a ticket for parking somewhere, you get the ticket and then the car just sits there. And if the car is there for a certain amount of time, then at some point in time it gets towed. But I don't think someone parking here is going to get arrested. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I don't think somebody parking here is gonna provoke me to go to jail. I don't really think I've ever heard of somebody going to jail for parking somewhere or parking in the wrong spot. Is something cooking is the question right now. Is something cooking up? Am I cooking something up? Damn. Nanos and Sue Ellen forgot this was America. Man, tell me about it. Just call the law. If anyone bothers you, the law protects you also. You know what? That might be the best thing to do right now, for sure, if I feel uncomfortable here. Dang, are we missing the sunset right now? Hold on. Let's get up for a second. Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat again. Missing a nice little sunset out here. It's not really a good sunset here. It's because all of the trees and everything are blocking the sun, so. A cop probably thought I was an idiot. Like, that guy's probably gonna walk on the property. My girlfriend in the chat, guys, she said you guys wish the juice a happy early birthday. Much love. I appreciate it, babe. My birthday is tomorrow, guys, and guess where I'll be for my birthday? Right here in front of Nancy's. I might go do something. I don't know. I probably won't, though. Money's tight right now, and I'm not really looking forward to doing anything for my birthday at all. But, I might do something. I probably won't, though. Because this birthday, I'm just looking forward to kind of just chillaxing. I really don't want to make it a big thing and make it. It's just stressful when you start making plans for your birthday that you're not really sure you're going to follow through with. So thanks to everybody for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. It's not my birthday yet, guys. It ain't my birthday yet. We just wait. We got to wait. Not my birthday. It's quiet out here, man. It's always so peaceful out here. Sorry, girlfriend, you were rushed out of the way. Yeah, tell me about it. Thank you, babe. Love you. So, anyways, about that ransom note. Actually, let me look into the chat real quick. Cop looking to see where you parked? Nah, we weren't parking here. I was just getting dropped off. So they're so bad due to the neighbors. Yeah, I agree. I couldn't agree more. He's not a racist. He's been stalking all the streamers. Yeah, I didn't get that vibe at all. I didn't get that impression at all that he was a racist cop. And I don't really have that. I've never grown up into that. Being here in Arizona or being here in Tucson, I've never had that issue where I felt like cops were racist out here. I think I've been treated well for the most part growing up here. So, I don't think there's a lot of racist cops in Tucson. Where's the trailer cam located? The rude neighbors are being troublemakers. Not sure. The trailer cam. What's the trailer cam? So there's an abandoned house that a lot of people keep talking about, and I've yet to take a walk over here. Man, look at that mountain. It just looks so beautiful. There is an abandoned home right up here. We're gonna take a walk over here real quick. We're gonna walk and talk for a minute, and then we'll come back and just chill out for a minute. But there is an abandoned home up here, and there is a porta potty because I didn't believe. I'm gonna lie. Sorry, Criminal Network. I ain't gonna lie, because the police were called the other day because someone said that someone was peeing in someone's yard, and I didn't believe it at first because Criminal Network, he wandered off, and he went walking somewhere because he said he had to pee and he wanted to go show his chat something. And I thought he actually peed in somebody's yard, but there actually is a porta potty up here, which would be the smart thing to do. There's that sign. Look at that. They have a trail cam up where they can monitor who comes and goes, it sounds like. Wow. Sue says, be safe. We'll do. I really don't even feel comfortable walking through this neighborhood, guys. I'm going to be honest. Not by myself, at least. There's probably not too many black people that live here. So I'm sure when you see somebody like me walking in the neighborhood, I stand out more than anyone else will. Somewhere over here. Black guy, bro. Well, they're probably gonna call. Saw some black guy walking through the neighborhood. I don't know. He just looks suspicious. He had on scrubs or something like that. God, please. This is farther than I thought. Now, if I get back over there and my chair's not there, yeah, someone's definitely watching and messing with me. Oh, look, they got books. Yeah. Are these like for anybody? I can take a book? It's pretty cool. Big shouts to Haley for the $10 dono here in the super chat, by the way. She says, happy early birthday. I truly appreciate it. I can't take a book. Can I really take a book? I'm not taking a book. It doesn't say. It says little free library. Oh. I like that. Which one should we take, guys? I don't really read books, but I really should consider it. Last Mercy. Personal librarian. Interesting. I've never heard of any of these books. I'm sure some of you guys have. You have to bring it back? Oh. It's free, get one? Nah, I don't think I'm gonna get one. I don't think I'm gonna get one then. Because I don't know if I'm for sure gonna bring it back. I might bring it back, but Alex is at home. JLR just talked to him. Maybe on the way back we'll get one. Don't take one? Yeah, I'm not gonna take one. I feel like somebody's gonna call the cops on me if I take one. I think right there is that abandoned. I think we're here. This is one of the abandoned homes that they were talking about. What are we doing over here? Are we back, guys? I gotta pull up stream on. Let me pull up stream. If we got no service over here, I'm gonna walk back. We back? We back? Okay, guys. I won't go too much further. It seems like when I walked down that way, we had no service. So we'll stay right here for a moment, and then we'll just walk back because I don't want to. Service. So we'll stay right. Yeah, I don't want to go offline again. I've got the stream up just to see when we do go out, so I'll know. But anyway, what I was saying before we just cut out interrupted by terrible service. That's what I'm saying. Why would you need a Wi-Fi jammer with bad service over here? Like, you would not need a Wi-Fi jammer in this area. There's already a Wi-Fi jammer here. My goodness. So what I was saying was before we went out was, wouldn't this be a good place to park if you're the perp? Perhaps did they stage here? Because, I mean, it could be a possibility that they used the vehicle to kind of hide out until it was time to, do what they needed to do and get out of here, I think this would have been the perfect spot. Rather than taking more of a risk and chance of being seen on the road, I think this could have very much so been a staging area. As far as just the parking, though, not staging as far as like them keeping Nancy in there or, doing anything in the home. But parking here would have definitely been a really good idea. And they're focused on January 11th, the 24th, and the 31st. So considering we already know that the perp visited the neighborhood most likely more than once before, taking Nancy, it's a high possibility that they were aware of this abandoned home. But at the same time, what would have really been the difference? I mean, it's pitch black, so it wouldn't have been really much of a difference with them parking on the road versus them parking here. Not so many people are traveling up and down this road in the middle of the night at 1, 3 in the morning. It's a trail cam, not a trailer cam. Since you are from Tucson, what do you think happened to Nancy? Well, I've said... Oh, man. I might have to restart. I may have to just restart. For whatever reason, service isn't coming back. Okay, we're back. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I can't walk through this neighborhood, guys. I'm sorry, but I guess we're just not able to walk too far before we cut service. And I think JLR was saying that you can't go a certain way, otherwise you just completely lose service in this neighborhood. I'll let everybody kind of chime back in. I'll give everybody a minute to kind of chime back in. We're back though. We're back, man. Everybody's like, we're back. My goodness. Does Sue Ellen live here full time, or is she a snowbird? I think she lives here full time. I don't think she's a snowbird. Especially somebody that is a snowbird. I don't think it would bother them that much like it does Sue Ellen, but that's just me though. You know, I didn't even bring a drink out here. Thank God I didn't come when it was hot. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We're just gonna stay here. I'm sorry, guys. It just it just keeps going off. And it's actually charging my phone. It's not charging it quick because we're live right now, so I can't expect it to just boost my phone up. But it's definitely holding a charge, which is what I want it to do. I want to see how much battery life we got on this power bank. Oh, we're gonna be able to stay out here for a long time now. So it's still holding up, keeping the phone charged. We're at 26%. We're good. We could stay here all night if we wanted to. Man. So somebody in the chat, I'm still suspicious of the house up the hill across from Nancy's. You're talking about the house right across from Sue Ellen's. That's what I'm assuming. Oh, he's driving a lot slower today if that's the guy that normally passes by speeding. He's driving a lot slower today. There's several abandoned homes here, though, guys. There's several. There's at least, I saw at least about 4 abandoned homes here. One of them, if you go on my Instagram, it's a different one than the one that we just saw right now. My Instagram's in the description, but I did put that one on my Instagram just because a lot of people were talking about that one specifically and the one we just saw right now. Those were the main 2 that I saw being talked about. So, but yeah, there's several. There's a lot of abandoned homes or homes that are empty, meaning no people, but there are, it's still a home. But there are many snowbirds that live in this neighborhood. A lot of people don't come here. Snow. And if you don't know what a snowbird is, there's the people that come here during the wintertime when it's cold up east. This is a retired state. Arizona's a retired state. If you don't know, a lot of people come. They like to come here once they retire. I've seen that a lot. So a lot of people who do live here locally, they're not from here. It's just a good place to retire. I mean, it's laid back. There's not much to do here. We don't have a beach. It's not like California. There's not many things to do here. There's many places you can go in other states, but here's not one of them. It's just not a lot that you could do. Once you grow up here, I mean, it's always something you can find fun to do, but I think it's the people that make things fun. I don't think it's where you go. It's who you're with. But we don't really have much activity here. When I was a kid, we didn't even have like rappers come out here, like big superstars come out here, like big singers. It was a really small town, but this place has grown a lot since I was a kid. It's a 500,000 people here now. It wasn't like that when I was a kid. So it's grown a lot. There's a lot of growth. And it's still continuing to grow here in Tucson, Arizona. So I like how Juice is nice and slow with the camera. I try to be because I understand how like it gets really like pixelated when, because of the stream. It's not as clear as how I see it. How you guys see it is not it's just not as clear. Unless we're sitting still like this. So you kind of have to be slow. Someone said, what's purple up there? Is that where the abandoned home we were looking at. I hear Annie see you. What do you mean, Don? That was a purple porta potty, yeah. If that's what you're referring to is what was purple. Marianne says, I think Alex and another person went to the FBI to tell them the guy's name. Did you just give away Alex's spot? I did. Tammy said, please go back to Nancy's. Yeah, I definitely did. We're back. Someone had asked me what I thought about, or what I thought had happened to Nancy, and I wanted to answer that because we got cut off. But like I said, my theory it's changed so many times since the beginning of time. You know, since this whole thing started, it has changed so much just because of everything that has happened. You know, we had several different potential suspects in the beginning, and then, you know, in the beginning, first of all, we thought it was Tommaso and Annie who had something to do with it. And then, you know, we started, well, after, I think the first thing that happened was the guy that we caught right outside of Rio Rico, Carlos. I think it was Carlos was his name. There's so many people, I can't remember everybody's name sometimes. We thought Carlos was one of them, though. Colella, we thought was one of them. We thought, the family had something to do with it, like Tommaso. And then, we got some people pulling up. We also thought that, who else was all involved? I mean, there's been so many things that has happened. It's so hard to not change your theory and how you think or what you think about it. These cars are rolling through. They were going to stop, but it looks like they're going to keep going. But as far as what I think happened to Nancy, you know, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with this, but I think the perp has had enough time to brush this under the rug even more, as far as getting away with it even more, I guess, so to speak. I truly feel like that by now, the smartest thing that I would have done, because I can only really speak for myself, is I would have took Nancy to Mexico. You know, and I honestly feel like that's where she would be at this point. You know, and I know a lot of people feel like she's in the neighborhood somewhere, or she's 2.5 miles away somewhere. I know a lot of people feel like that. Or, you know, maybe in somebody's freezer, you know, or, you know, she's in pieces. You know, there's remains scattered around. But if you understand how easy it is to go through the border, how easy it is to somebody pulling up here. So, hold on.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
What are you doing?
Just covering the case, talking about the case, hanging out for a bit.
Ransom, are you?
Not with Brian Ensign. No, that would be nice though. I'm just partnered with YouTube. I'm here just covering the case, doing my own thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She thought I was with Brian Ensign, guys. Maybe I should just say I'm with Brian Ensign. They're curious. They're just kind of stopping by and visiting the memorial site. It's almost unbelievable, guys. It's almost, even if you weren't here that night, you know, it's hard not to try to put yourself here and just really think about what went down that night. It's like unreal knowing you're in a place where a highly profiled kidnapping went down, you know, or case, however you want to put it in words. It's just unbelievable sometimes. Like, I can't even believe this happened in my hometown. You know, it's just so hard, you know, to to take this in. Like just thinking about everything that happened, it's just so hard to even like just be okay with this, like moving forward. Like I can't even, I'm obsessed with the investigation for one, with this whole thing that's going on, but it's just really hard to put it behind me and move forward. It's just bothering, and it's embarrassing because I just feel like the sheriff should have had a lot more figured out than they do now, and it's just sad to see one sheriff, not multiple sheriffs, not a team of sheriffs, one sheriff let his ego get in the way of finding somebody's mother who went missing. We got the entire world involved in this. Like, it was local at one point, then it went global, now national. And nothing's happening. Nothing. All we're doing right now is sitting here waiting for a genealogy and hoping for the best. And we're just all hopeful that they find something in this mixed DNA. Not only that, we're hopeful that they're actually working on other things, because we all feel like the only thing that we have to look forward to is that mixed DNA, this genealogy, But what happens next if this isn't going to be, if it turns out that this isn't going to lead us up to finding the perp, what's next? And I get it. A lot of us are impatient because we want answers now. We want answers right now. And I get it. There, a lot of cases like this can go on for years. They can go on for months, before anything happens. But with everything we have, the FBI, down to the FBI showing us the power that they have, they were able to notify Google, and Google was able to put in the necessary work to find out who was in front of Nancy's. We got some footage of the surveillance. We got some surveillance footage of the perp in front of Nancy's home, and it still wasn't enough. And now we sit here and we're just, everything is just pretty much questionable. Do they have more footage? Did Nancy really come home? Was it actually staged? Is this even real? Does Nanos have any involvement? Is this a cartel thing? Was it a warning shot because of Savannah interviewing the Epsteins at one point in time? There's just way too many things that could make you wander off in the wrong direction and not even be nowhere near close to understanding what happened, to even figuring out what happened. Personally, I feel like that ransom note was just to prolong this thing, to distract the FBI agents or, the sheriff that were involved, whoever that was involved, that involved law enforcement. I think that they were distracted by the ransom. I don't think that the ransom was ever real. But I guess, according to a lot of people, and sources, there was oxygen in the blood that was found on the porch. And I guess that oxygen that was found in the blood says that Nancy's alive. So I could only assume that she was alive. But, was she carried out? Was she willing? Did she walk out? There's just so many questions that we can't answer. And we want answers. We just want answers. We want a press conference. We want to hear something. We want a profile on the suspect, so that way we kind of know how to, stick to the fact. I think a profile would help us sticking to the facts in this investigation. You know, it would just help a lot because I feel like there's a lot of tips that are thrown out there that are not worthy. They're not going to do any good. They're just going to confuse people even more. And people are just going to continuously throw theories out there that don't even make any sense. But it has you thinking, and it affects the way you think about the case. We got a car coming by here. Somebody said DGL was coming back. I think DGL is supposed to be coming back. Kind of looks like his truck right here. Not too sure if this is him though. No, I don't think so. How you doing? Nah, it looked like his truck for a second. That's a Tundra. He's in a Tacoma. Somebody lives in that house right across from Sue Ellen. We could take a walk up there if you guys want, guys. I mean, it's completely dark, so it might not be a good idea for us to just go walking up there, but I wouldn't mind taking a walk up there. It's really dark out here right now. How well can you guys see stream? I'm not going to be able to see the stream anymore on my other phone because it's going to die in a second, but it's okay. We don't need that phone anyways. And I didn't bring the cord for this phone. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Zoom in a little bit. I know you guys can't really see it all that good. We'll actually go closer. But the good thing about tomorrow is we'll be all charged up. All the devices will be charged. You know, the portable charger will be charged. We'll be good to go. So yeah, we won't have no worries whatsoever tomorrow. Deb says, don't go walking around. Sue Ellen doesn't like that. She'll call the police. Okay, so we won't. We'll sit tight then. Bring water. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. We'll definitely bring water. We'll be highly prepared tomorrow for sure. So peaceful out here, man. The cool thing is I actually get to be out here by myself in the dark to see what it's really like, and then everyone will get to see what it really is like out here at nighttime, you know, and how dark it really is. It's scary out here if you think about it too much. It really is. Bring a small cooler with you and an umbrella. I do got I don't know what you call it. Not an umbrella, but like a little tent. I don't know what you call it. I can't remember the word. Don't think about it. Very creepy. Yeah, no, I'm not someone who's really. I'm an overthinker, but I'm not someone who's like I'm not a scary guy. Okay. So if the perp comes over here right now, he's gonna have a lot to deal with because I'm not a small guy either. I am 6'4", so he's gonna have a hard time with me. That's for sure. Ha! Sue Ellen thinks you're gonna be casing the joint. Fallon says. Wow, too funny. Around what time will you live tomorrow? Sometime in the afternoon. I should start scheduling my streams. It'll be a lot better. It's a little bit more organized as well too. Would be better, but I can't say. You know, my life's been pretty crazy lately. But I know for sure I'll be here tomorrow. You know, I might spend 2 separate times here where I'm here during the day, and then the evening. If I'm up into the morning, I'll come here in the morning, and then come in toward the evening time tomorrow. But more than likely so, it'll be afternoon going into evening. Do scorpions and rattles come out at night? Not so much. I don't really see them very often out here. I really don't. As far as scorpions, I've never seen a scorpion here in Tucson, Arizona. Violette says I'll set that the location, or the notification. Yes, please do. I appreciate it. Hit that notification bell, guys. Like the channel here. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Shouts to all the new subscribers that subscribed yesterday and today. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thanks for staying in tune. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it a lot. I truly do. I could not, do this without you guys' support. And yeah, I truly enjoy it. I truly enjoy it, guys. So big thanks to everyone being out here with me. That car was kind of going fast. I do see a lot of javelinas, though. That's one thing you will see out here a lot, especially at nighttime. Javelinas are out here often, and coyotes. Those are the main things that you'll see in the wildlife out here a lot. Coyotes and javelinas. And occasionally you will stumble across snakes, not just rattlesnakes, but snakes in general. Yeah, this portable charger I got is great. It's great. You see how dark it is already? We're right here. Let's go closer to the. We're gonna go closer to the memorial site here. I don't even know if I can lighten it up and turn up the brightness at all. See, DTL, Dad's Gone Live's got everything. He can light up this whole thing without actually lighting it up. Let me see if I can give us some better lighting here, guys. Not too sure if I can, but we'll try. Trying to give us some better lighting somehow, some way. Nah. There was a button that you could press for lighting, I thought, and I don't see it, so I take it not, and I don't want to mess up the stream here. Now I can't even turn my phone light on or anything, so I don't know what retouch means. So, nah, we won't get better lighting, that's for sure. This is as good as the lighting we'll get, unfortunately. Just look at how dark it is, guys. Okay, we can see this car. Okay, you see the car, and it's still not even completely dark yet. So there's a car coming down right now. And the street, or I'm sorry, not the street, the driveway is completely pitch black. Mind you, the side that we're on right now, you can't even see this side of the house if you're in front of Nancy's house from that Ring camera. You can't even see it. So they could have been in this yard after removing the camera on top of the guest house. They could have been in that yard, parked there the entire time. But let me know in the chat, can you see the driveway? You can't. You can't even see the driveway. I mean, okay, so this is the flowers here, the left side, memorial site, okay, the left side of the driveway. And then we have the actual, where the majority of the things are at in the memorial site here. So just kind of letting everybody know where we're at, because it's very hard to see. You really can't see anything. It is completely dark out here. Completely pitch black. I mean, wow. You really can't see anything. I almost want to just stay right here and sit right here because you can't see anything. And I hate to talk to you guys in pitch black, man. But I mean, the perp could be sitting anywhere around here and pretty much for the most part not even be seen at all. Wow. Now that's scary. I can barely even see my chair. Yet alone, I wear glasses too, so that doesn't help. It's just crazy. Nina says, go to the house that's vacant. We went over there a second ago. Which one, though? Because there are several. I wouldn't mind walking over there. I just don't want the stream to just cut off again. But I definitely would not mind walking over there again at all. Can you guys even see the driveway at all? I can't see it through my camera, so I know you guys can't see it. Can we go night mode? Is there a night mode on here? Why don't we have a night mode on the device? No, there's no night mode at all. Insane. I feel like I'm getting bit by ants. Nah, no night mode at all. Big shouts and salutes to those of y'all tuning in, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight, this evening here. Don't forget, tune in with me tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. We finally got the freaking portable charger, so we are good. We are good. We have no worries out here at all as far as us, the phone dying and us not being able to continue our live, or me even being able to call for a ride. Oh my God, I can't. Thank God I got this portable charger, because if something happens, I'm able to call for help. Thank God. So this is what part of the memorial site with the candles here and some lighting around it. I like that. This is pretty much all the light we got besides and then there's another candle here. So a lot of people were asking about the candles yesterday and wondering if they were still here, because I know somebody was saying that Mark, or I think Dad's Gone Live, one of the two, brought candles and they were all taken away. I think Lauren always comes out here and rearranges everything, removes stuff and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff pretty much gone, but there are candles out here still. But looks like an undercover. But there are also a lot of I believe so with the candles. I think that they were saying something about it being a fire hazard or something like that, so that's why they had to be removed. Or Lauren was saying that it could be an issue, or it could be brought up as an issue at the HOA meeting, because there was a big HOA meeting. If you watch the end of my live, I passed the house that they were having the HOA meeting at yesterday. At the end of my live, because we had a couple undercovers passing by during the live yesterday, and we knew something was up, and I think that's what happened yesterday, is they had a HOA meeting. Look at how dark it is. Oh my God. I mean, and why not put any lights on at Nancy's house? Why not put the porch light on? Put this light. There's a light right here in front of me. You guys can't see, but put that light on. Put some type of light on out here. Why don't these neighbors put any of their, they don't even put their porch lights on out here, guys. They don't even use their porch lights. That's crazy to me. That doesn't even make any sense. And you would think people would start using the lights that they have out that surround their home, considering something just out of the norm, crazy happened in this neighborhood. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I kind of got to sit right here and stand close because there isn't any light, and I don't want you guys to just be looking at black the entire time. So it's best that I kind of stay close right here. Maybe I should move my chair right over here across the street. Because if I go back to my chair, you guys really can't see anything at all. Hell, I can't even see the chat. I don't even know if the chat is, if anybody's even talking in the chat right now. It's nothing happening for me. It's not bad out here though when it's super dark. It's actually really peaceful. It's scary if you're, somebody who overthinks and, you're always thinking about something happening to you, especially when something happens like this in this neighborhood. But it's really peaceful. It's a really nice neighborhood. Sue Ellen is trying to get rid of everything. Indeed, she definitely is trying to get rid of us out here, that's for sure. She doesn't like any of the media attention whatsoever in this neighborhood. Guys, I don't even know if anybody's saying anything in the chat, but I'm not seeing my chat moving at all. I don't know what's going on with my chat. Oh, there it goes. I think we're good. Never mind. Like, what is going on with the chat? It's broken. Hey, Sam, thanks so much for the $5 super chat there. She says, keep it up. I appreciate it. I will. Will do. I definitely want to continue to put the public awareness out there and keep everybody in tune with the investigation. If I could keep everybody updated, that's what I'm going to do. No issues here today, though. Everything seems like it's been the same so far. We haven't really had much of any updates. The latest thing that has been happening really shouldn't be happening right now, but that involves Nanos. We all learned that Nanos is being petitioned to get recalled. Daniel Buthiedis was the one who put in that petition for that recall. And then Aaron Cross came and added a little fuel to the fire, And later after that, we learned that Nanos needed 120,000 signatures to get Nanos recalled or provoke a recall. We don't even know even if that, falls through, if it's going to actually still happen. I know that it's a 17% rate of a sheriff getting recalled chance. And I don't know if that helps us kind of figure out whether or not it's really going to happen. But I think that it goes to show how tough it is to get a sheriff recalled. But anyway, we need 120,000 signatures. In reality, we need 135,000 signatures because there's going to be a bunch of signatures that obviously aren't valid. It has to be within the Pima County, which, we're not certain that we'll get all of that within the Pima County. There's 500,000 people that live in Tucson, Arizona, so that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But anyway, the newest update right now would be the fact that the supervisors are requesting that Nanos answer several questions. And the biggest twist to me is the fact that he has to answer these questions to their satisfaction. Some of the questions that he has to answer are, that was a cop that just passed by, whether or not he was, why he got suspended, or if he got suspended, why he left El Paso. What are the other questions that I could think of right now? There are several questions that he has to answer, and I can't recall all of the questions that Nanos is going to have to answer. But there are several questions that he has to answer, and he has 20 till the 21st. He has 10 days, now 9. As of yesterday, it was 10. So if Nanos doesn't comply, or he doesn't answer these questions to their satisfaction, then that could possibly, they said possibly, they didn't say for sure, that could possibly provoke a recall. So we'll see. I hear a weird noise right now. I don't know. I'm just ready to run. I'm ready to run. If something comes running at me like a damn javelina or something, I'm running straight down that road. Actually, I'm going to run straight to Sue Ellen's and ask for help. I'm going straight to Sue Ellen's right now. Which way should I go, guys? A drone would be nice right now. Should we go that way? Or should we go that way? I don't know which way we should go out. Uh-oh, here comes a car. Is this a sheriff? No, Amazon Prime. Was that Carlos? Just pet the javelina like a kitty. Do not go up the hill to Sue Ellen. I mean, she's the closest house right now, I think, from here. I mean, there's a couple houses in the direction of that Amazon truck, you know. Is Carlos the perp? Did he get away? Did he slip through the cracks? I know, right? Is Luke the perp? Did he slip through the cracks? You know, remember Luke had that swollen hand. So, I mean, it definitely could have been Luke, that's for sure. And that was really the most suspicious thing that I had about Luke, was the fact that that hand was so swollen. And remember, when we were analyzing that surveillance video, we thought that the perp's hand looked swollen. But then it's like we all kind of went silent after Luke did the interview. We kind of talked about it a little bit longer. We criticized him for every little thing we possibly could have thought of. And then we kind of just went quiet. You know, when Luke did that interview, he wanted to clear his name. And it seems like it worked so far, because a lot of us haven't really been talking about Luke anymore. Shari feels like Luke lied. Wow. I think there's a big possibility that Luke lied. I mean, he lives close. You know, he's not far away from Nancy's at all whatsoever. He's about maybe 5 minutes down the road, if not less than that. It's a high possibility that Luke could have lied. But his eyes do look different. But you have to keep in mind that the perp, for me, this is my opinion. I think the perp had on double mask. And I think the second mask under the actual ski mask was pulling the face. Like, you know what I mean? It's pulling his face. And I think that makes it more difficult to identify the perp, because he's like stretching his face out with this tight mask underneath the actual ski mask. And don't quote me on it, because I'm not 100% sure that he had a mask under the ski mask, but it looks like it. In the moment of the surveillance video that he approaches the door, you can kind of see, it looks like there's a mask under the ski mask. Luke definitely has the build. He definitely has a lot of features that are similar to the perp. But for all we know, Luke could have just been here. He may not have been caught on that video. And, you know, that may not be him. But, you know, there's a good chance that Luke could have been involved. Scorpio says, per Alex, Nicholas is writing the dummy letters, not the demand letters. Perps to Guthrie family. The older guy, Dennis, went to school with Savannah and Annie at University of Arizona. Wow. Luke lives in a nicer home in a gated neighborhood. His mom has her own wealth, so Luke and his people not broke. See, you can't get too caught up in how someone lives. And you know what they say, looks are deceiving. And not only that, just because someone looks like they're doing good does not mean they're doing better than you are. There's a good chance that Luke could be doing real bad right now, although he just purchased a Range Rover after crashing a Dodge Charger. You know, he definitely could be doing a lot better than a lot of us for sure if he's riding around in a Range Rover. But that doesn't say he's doing good or bad. You know, we all get taxes. We all receive some type of lump sum through things like accidents. You know, he could have got a settlement from that accident that he was in, and that's why he was able to purchase a Range Rover. I believe you can see another mask under the mask, and it's pulling the face, which makes it very tough to see, you know, exactly what the perp looks like. Wow, what a scary, scary neighborhood at night, folks. What a scary neighborhood. What a scary neighborhood. How does it feel to be? This is how it feels to be in the nicest part of town, but yet at nighttime it turns into the scariest the scariest part of town, the scariest neighborhood. See, I'm from the hood. I grew up on the block, man. And even at night in the hood, it ain't like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't even feel right when you're out here at night. It doesn't even feel like a lovely neighborhood. It doesn't seem very welcoming and warming, you know, when you're out here at night. And this is, by the way, this is an agreement with the neighborhood that there's no street lights here. They want it like this. And you would think after this happened, they would want that to change. But they very much so in this neighborhood have an agreement to have no streetlights. That is just, I don't know if I like that at all. And I don't know the intent. And I guess we kind of do know the intent. The intent is that it helps bring in more of the wildlife when it's pitch black here. I'm assuming. I don't know. That's what I heard. But is it true? But I think that's something that should change in this neighborhood for sure. And it doesn't have to be throughout the entire neighborhood. It could just be a couple blocks here and there. But there are some strange things that I don't agree with in this neighborhood that definitely need to change. They say light pollution, Bree says. If you live behind her, explain no vehicle on camera, easy to avoid. Yes, I agree. And, you know, speaking of cameras, I think one of the worst things that we have here that involves cameras is our streetlights, our intersections. They don't record. And I've been told that many times because I myself have had incidents where I'm like, yo, can we just pull it. Like, you'll see it. You'll see exactly what happened here. And they tell me the same exact thing. They do not record. And being a local here, I always remind everybody that I can get all the way from the north side to the east side of town without crossing any intersections. And this is why I feel like that this is family related or someone in the a family, a family friend, because for them to know this area, this is why I know for sure that the perp has been in Arizona for quite some time, or he's from here. One of the two, doesn't matter, because he's familiar with the area. Because they were able to just kind of go, they were invisible. Like they were able to make sure that they didn't cross any intersections. And that's just how I feel. I feel like they didn't go through any intersections right after the kidnapping happened. I think that they went through the neighborhood. They went from neighborhood to get where they got to go. Because when you're going, just because the intersection lights don't record does not mean your car may not be seen passing through businesses, because there are multiple businesses in this area that do have cameras that are recording. But there's no doubt in my mind that they knew this area for sure. And I'm not going to put it past them that they could have used a GPS and figured it out that way. Yeah, that's highly possible too. But they knew this neighborhood. Per Alex, Scorpio says, Anthony washes the FBI vehicles and he is a meth head. Dennis and Nicholas are it, and military guys. Speaking of military guys, that's what would make Cameron highly capable of this, because not only does he have the knowledge, but he has the sources. So that's also what would make it highly possible for Cameron. And I hate throwing the family under the rug and making them involved in this, but you know how it goes. The family is normally the one who's looked at first, depending on what happens in the situation. And, that's what could make, this possible even more, is because of the fact that Cameron has the knowledge. He knows, he has the sources, he knows a lot of people that would know how to get away with something like this. I don't think Cameron would have hurt his mom, though. I don't think so either. And, that's the first thing that I looked at when I saw them in that first video, when they sent out the message to the perp, demanding proof of life. I was just trying to observe and read their emotions. And the one that made me feel uneasy the most is Annie's emotion. It didn't sit with me very well. It did not sit with me well at all, because I felt like there were moments in time in that video when, with just the siblings, with just Cameron, Annie, and Savannah, that Annie looked like she was, when someone's not grieving really, but they're trying to make it look like they're grieving. Well, that's what I observed in Annie. I felt like she was trying to make herself cry, but she couldn't. That's what I observed. And that's just me, though. Ali Moss says, y'all, I'm telling Alex and 857 they will agree. Yes, agree. What are we agreeing with? What I miss? Somebody acted weird or something like that. I'm trying to catch up in the chat here. So someone in the chat is saying, per Gax, allegedly Trinidad Alex Sanchez is the porch guy. It's three guys, Anthony and Dennis Martinez, both related, both live in Tucson, and Nicholas Arambala, Arambala, I don't know how to pronounce that, lives in New Mexico. Where are we getting this information at? One guy is military, one washes FBI cars. It sounded the other is a dumbo. Yeah, you know, and talking about that, I feel like the perp could have definitely been by himself, but I don't think so. I think that there was more than one. I always say this, but there are, you know, I don't ignore the possibility of that person that we saw in that video being able to do it alone, but it's just what he does and how he acts, which tells me that there was someone else involved. You know, and he showed that he wasn't leading the way just based on him getting the strub and trying to figure out whatever he was going to do with the camera. It definitely looked like he was not alone. The fact that and you know, one other thing that told me that he wasn't alone, the fact that they used Nancy's you know, base, her flower base, to prop that back gate open. Why would you do that, you know, if you're alone, you know? What would you need to go to the back again for if you already went in through the back and opened the front door in the first place? But I feel like the perp is either waiting for somebody to come open that front door, or he's just doing his job and they're going to come to the front regardless. But I think that guy had one job at that moment in time that we saw that surveillance video, and one job only. And we saw what he was doing. Jay Wade, big welcomes. He said, my phone didn't tell me you're live. You're good, man. You got plenty of time. We're here, man. We're chilling. We're hanging out in front of Nancy's. It's pitch black. It's dark. I'm just hanging out right here next to the memorial site, chatting with everybody and listening to the beautiful sounds of birds chirping and whatever else noise I hear. I hear a weird noise. Can y'all see the stars? No one can see the stars, huh? Looks really beautiful just looking at the sky. I wish y'all can see what I see out here. It looks really beautiful, but you can't see it, so. Alex confronted Karen and said, how do you know she is dead and buried far away? I saw that video. When she went to the memorial, her breakdown cry was, to me, a what have we done emotion reaction. Yeah, I just didn't really see a real grieving emotion in Annie when I saw that video. The night they put out that video to try to reach out to the perp or whoever it was that, you know, demanded that money in Bitcoin. Ali Moss says, peace out. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, Ali Moss. You have a great night. I'm trying to figure out what y'all were talking about in chat because somebody was naming some names. So we're definitely going to look up those names and see if we get anything tonight. And we'll probably just do a comparison tonight as well. Here due to JLR and Criminal Network. Much love. Is it Mile? Is it Emily? I want to say Emily. Yeah, a lot of us think it's more than one guy, that's for sure. MK says, I think the weird Karen owns the home the motorcycle guy and his friend were staying at behind Nancy's. It's possible. It's really possible. I do hear something in the bush over there. Like, I don't know what that is, but I do hear some type of like noise in the bushing over there. You know, guys, it's crazy. It's amazing. What's amazing to me is think about this. We've been sitting here for, hey, Shannon, big welcome. Shout out my member here in the chat. Shannon there. I appreciate you tuning in, as well as Tiger. Much love, guys. Love to see you guys in chat. You know, we've been here for about, well, not been here. Let's not put it that way. It's been about 10 minutes that's gone by. As a matter of fact, we're going to keep track. So I've been right here for about maybe 10 minutes or so. And within that 10 minutes, there hasn't been a single car that has passed by. So think about that. And it's only what? Not even 8 o'clock yet here? So you got to think about that. Even in the night, there's so many, there's, you know, during the day, there's a lot of, you know, people walking their dogs, walking by. And then you get a car, you know, or two every, 2-3 minutes or so. As it gets later, less cars pass by, less traffic. There's not too many people going and leaving right now in the past 10, 15 minutes since we last saw that Amazon vehicle pass by, and that wasn't even a neighbor. That's Amazon. There's not many people coming through here. So you have to think, that's already 10 minutes that I would have had to do whatever I wanted to do if I came here to do a job. It's already 10 minutes. So these guys, especially at 2, 3 in the morning, had all the time in the world. If they even spent 41 minutes here. If they even spent that long. My email is in the description, so feel free to drop me an email. I'd be more than happy to look at that email as well. We got a car finally coming. All right, so the timer ended. We'll reset here. Don't know if it's the sheriff or not because he's creeping real slow. But just think, you know, there's not very much traffic coming and going through here. And it's only 8 o'clock. Those noises in the bushes are kind of getting me worried about you. You can hear that? Wow, so my sound is actually good. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of noises, a lot of weird noises that I'm not familiar with at all. Don't see any javelinas. If I feel like I hear javelina, I think I'll hear like grunting, or it'll just sound like some big like a lion moving around. I don't know how to describe it. But it just sounds really heavy and they breathe really hard. Here, we're gonna walk toward this way a little bit because we can hear like a sound in the bush. It's really, really odd. Just so I can see if you guys can hear this. And I don't know if that's the tree moving or what that is. I can't hear it anymore. Now that I'm over here, it stopped. You hear that? That's so weird. Should have a spotlight. Yeah, you know, I don't have a light. That's going to be one thing I purchase tonight. I will make sure I get a flashlight. If I plan on being here at night, I will make sure, guys, I get a flashlight for sure because it's way too dark out here to not have a light. I'm going to be real. It's way too dark. Am I worried about anything? I'm not worried about nothing. We're good, guys. We're chilling. If I hear any noises again, I'll get quiet and then I'll you guys listen in and see if you guys can hear it. If the sheriff comes by and stops, just tell him you're waiting for your Uber to get there. Why? You think we're not allowed to be here? We're not. We're not out past curfew either. I mean, curfew here in Tucson is well, in Arizona it's 10 o'clock, but I'm not under the age of 18, so that doesn't apply to me. So I don't think that there would be a time that I wouldn't be allowed to be in a neighborhood. But I definitely, out of respect for the neighbors, I wouldn't stay here past 10 o'clock at night. Jay Wade was asking me if I had a flashlight just a second ago. No flashlight, man. Somebody thinks it may be rats. That's the noise we're hearing right now? Nah, no rats. I don't think it's rats. Chris says they roll up the sidewalks at 7. Even if it was in a car, you wouldn't see it sitting in Nancy's driveway. Indeed, I agree 100%. It's just too dark. We got a car coming right now. So we still got traffic. We got a little traffic coming through here still. A little traffic. Look at that. Make sure I wave so I don't get shot. They're probably going to call the police on me out here, I'm assuming, because I'm just kind of standing in front of the mailbox right now. It kind of does look a little suspicious. But I got my phone out, and I'm obviously recording because I got the tripod in my hand. It doesn't look suspicious. But, I mean, it is dark. I would love to take you guys through a little walk in this neighborhood right now. I should have brought my cord so I could charge this device, my other phone device at least, or my other phone. So that way we had some light and we could take a little stroll through the neighborhood. But unfortunately, I don't have the charger to that one, and I should have. That was kind of dumb, but I didn't have the cord with me in the car, and I wasn't gonna go all the way home, so. Nah. Wow, my portable charger is on 7%. So it actually kind of died kind of quicker than I thought it would. And we got here on 48%, and I'm only on 52 for my phone. So it's actually charging my phone, which is what I wanted to do. So it's doing what I wanted it to do, even though it's not doing exactly what I wanted it to do, because I wanted it to obviously boost my phone up a lot faster than this. 4% in 2 hours is not what I was looking forward to, so we might have to take this back. Nah, we'll probably keep it. It's working good, but as long as it's keeping it charged, that's all that matters. By the way, my ride is currently on the way right now, guys, so we're good. We're not going to be out here too much longer anyways. Nothing to worry about. Someone says, don't go walking up the dark. Yeah, somebody just dare me to go walking up the street in the dark. I will. I'll go right now. I don't care, bro. If we can see something and discover something, let's do it. If it's just a walk for no reason and you guys are just going to be looking at a black screen, then we're not going to do it. Is someone staying in the house? No, as far as I know, no one is living here. No one has really even came by this house very often at all. Big shouts to everybody liking the channel here, liking the stream. I appreciate everybody liking the stream. If you haven't liked the stream yet, feel free to do so. If you're enjoying the stream, subscribe to the channel. We'll be here more often. If you like hanging out in Nancy's and talking about the case, hey, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified when I do go live and, Stay in tune. Stay in tune. Let's continue to put this public awareness out there. If you have any information and you want to share it with me, feel free to send me a message on my email, and I would definitely look at it. I like to show those things when I'm on stream at home, and we can kind of talk about it together. I mean, let's figure out how we could bring Nancy home. Let's figure out what we could do to help this case. If there's anything that we could do to help this case, let's do it. Let's do it. It's the work that's coming from us that's making our community look better. It's definitely not the sheriff department. They're definitely not doing a very good job. So, and a lot of the times the help from the community is where a lot of the help comes from anyways. And I keep saying this. A lot of the time when cases are cracked, it's usually somebody coming forward. Why no one has came forward in this whole entire thing is really odd to me. With $1.2 million on the line, it's weird to me. It's odd. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. But at the same time, I sit back, reflect, and I think on it, and I'm like, maybe this person is just trying to figure out how they want to come forward, and they're just really hesitant. They're kind of just letting the days go by, still thinking about it, but kind of trying to not think about it. But it's eating away at them. Whoever knows who this is, for whatever happened that night, whoever knows something, is eventually it's going to eat away at them enough to that point where they're going to come forward. And I don't care if it's 10 years from now, eventually we will understand what happened that night, who took Nancy, and how many people were involved. We will get answers at some point in time, guys. It's just not, we're just not getting the answers that we want right now because it's still fresh. We still got a lot of time. A lot of us are, we believe that this is cold or it's going cold. Well, I can't speak for all of you, but some of us, we think it's cold or it's going in that direction. And even though I think that, I just want to let y'all know that it's got way more time than we think. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. They have a lot more work to do, plenty of work to do to crack this case. But like I said before, it's going to come from someone who knows the perps. Someone has to come forward. I don't think this genealogy is going to unravel things. I think the only way is somebody coming forward. And a lot of people think that it's going to be something simpler than we thought, than what we thought, But I think at the same time, it may also be something surprising, although we've talked about everything that's possible. So we're not really going to be all that surprised, but it's still we might still be shocked. We might later learn that it is a family member or it is a family friend. We might. You never know. But I agree with Antoine here. Too much is too much. But on another note, we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And we need to know. We want to know. And we're going to know at some point in time. And like I said in the beginning of the stream, all Nancy has is us. All she has is us. I don't even know if Nancy has her family right now. And I hate to say, it sounds bad, I know. And she does, guys, she does. But I mean, Savannah left. She's not even here anymore. Nancy's not home, but Savannah went home. Savannah knows more. She must come forward. Let's talk about that for a minute. The reason why I think Savannah, and not only was it for her to protect the, not only was it for her to, not affect the integrity of the case by her not speaking the way she would have wanted to speak and just lay everything out on the table in that interview. I understand that. The reason why that interview was scripted was because it wouldn't have been a bright idea on Savannah's behalf to just, you know, come out and share her actual emotions. I don't think that would have helped the case, and I don't think that would have necessarily, it would have helped us, come to realization about a lot of things. But a lot of things that were said, if you go back and rewatch the video, they were cut short. They weren't very detailed. She talks about one thing in particular I'll point out. She talks about the gate being propped open in the back. She didn't elaborate on that at all. She just said that the gate was propped open, and that was pretty much it. She didn't really give us too much. And then the fact that she mentioned that, they went out that night, that Annie had reached out and told her that her mom was missing. We realized that Annie waited all day long before she reached out to Savannah. And I've also heard that she didn't want to bother Savannah because, Savannah's a busy girl and she's got a lot going on. But that's odd to me because why wouldn't you reach out to your sister for something that is urgent, highly urgent? But I would like to know what Savannah really truly feels about the sheriff department. I really would like to know if she really thinks that they're doing a good job. I really want to know if she really feels like they're really doing everything that it takes. Because we know Nanos came out and pretty much declined on all sources of help. And the Cajun Navy was one of them. And at that point, that was the nail in the coffin for me and Nanos. Like that was when I realized, you know what, I'm done with this guy. Because that made me realize that Nanos was not doing everything that he could. And that just it went to show how much he really truly cared about cracking this case. And I try to stay positive, and I'm like, maybe he just really knows that he has a good team. Maybe he really thinks that, he can really believe in, genealogy tests. Maybe he really believes in, what is it called? Because he didn't use CODIS. He didn't use that. He used whatever it is called. I don't remember the name. I can't remember right now. But he went his own route. He went his completely own route. And you would think somebody like that has a lot of sources would listen to some of his sources. No, Nanos is doing what Nanos wants to do, and that's it. But you would think somebody that isn't used to something like this that happened would utilize their sources that they have to the best of their ability. But he didn't. And that's the most frustrating thing to me. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like he almost forgot how to do his job. Or did he? We have a 84-year-old lady out here missing. She didn't just wander off, so she's not just missing. Someone took her. Why aren't you doing everything that it takes? I could literally go down to the sheriff's office right now and yell and scream and pull my hair out. Like, what are you doing? I don't care if it's not my grandma. I don't care. But I know what same thing for my grandma, just like I would want for anyone else's. Like that to me, that it's just mind blowing. It really is. It's mind blowing, and it's stressful. It's hard to get over. I'm over it with nanos. I've had enough of nanos. And if we gotta live with it, we gotta live with this guy. But it just hurts. It hurts to see how our sheriff are dealing with highly profile crime like this. It really does. And I know that if TPD was on this thing, it would have definitely went a better direction than it did. Things would have been handled the way they should have been handled. There wouldn't have been as many mistakes as there were in the beginning of this. Guys, I want to thank everybody for stopping by and tuning in tonight. I want to invite everyone to come out and stop by. I'll be live later on, I hope. I'm usually up really, really late, so you'll catch me live super late tonight. And we'll talk about the case. We'll talk about tonight how many different ways that you can get into this neighborhood. We'll rewatch the surveillance video. We'll talk about everything that we feel like has, that needs to be talked about, and all the updates that we've gotten along the way throughout this week. Big shouts, big salutes to those of y'all tuning in tonight. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you enjoyed the channel tonight. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. It's time for me to leave. My ride is here. I don't want to hold my ride up. And we're currently parked here right now, so we definitely gotta go. We can't stay here too long. Much love, guys. Big, big salutes. I'll see y'all tonight and tomorrow. So catch me out here tomorrow night. We'll do it again. We'll keep coming out here. We'll keep putting the public awareness out there. We'll continue to try to keep this case alive as much as we can, I'm gonna do all that I can as a local, and that's all we can do. Much love, guys. Everybody have a good night. I'll see y'all later on.